Hey guys, welcome back to my beginner's portrait tutorial where I'll be sharing lots of tips and tricks with you. In our last class, we completed this facial skin. In our today's class, we are gonna paint the eye. Here, I'll be using the same set of brushes as we discussed in the earlier videos. Same Camlin brands brushes, flat brushes these are, and from 0 to 1 round small brushes. Here I'm not gonna use any liner brushes. In case you want to use liner brushes, you can use them as well. Before starting, you need to closely observe the eye. If you see here, there is a darker skin which we call as a upper eyelid. So for this we are gonna paint the darker skin, which is our shadow color. Here this line for this folding skin, I'm gonna use burnt sienna, and if I zoom it a bit, you can see there are so many colors here. If you closely observe the picture, you'll be able to see. While painting also I'll explain step by step, but here is a yellow ochre color. If you see clearly, there is a slightly bluish greenish color. So according to that, we are gonna paint the eye. And while making the portrait, you have to be very careful. Because of these minute details only, our portrait is gonna be look realistic. Let's start. So our color palette is gonna be same if you have watched all the videos. So this shadow color only I'm gonna use in upper eyelid. So while painting the skin, that time also we painted it a little bit, but right now we are gonna focus on the minute details as well. Let's start. So I'm painting the shadow color here. On top of it, here is a little bit of orangish skin tone. So I'm gonna use little bit of orange also here and merge it. And I'm hoping by now you are aware how to merge. And it is going till here. And if you feel like adding few colors, like here there's a highlight, that's why I'm adding white here. So this is our final step for making the eye. So do not miss any details. Look at your reference picture carefully and focus on each and every minute details. So we need to merge this with this white. For me it's fine, I feel. Here also it is a little bit of orange. So very little we need to use. Here in this corner there is a small highlight of white. So looking at your picture, you need to focus on these small details. One more thing, always try to finish both the eyes together, because sometimes what happens is we make few colors by mixing. So we'll not be able to make the same color for the second eye. Okay, so in this part, if I say left eye, this skin is comparatively very darker than this right side eye, because there's a shadow is coming here. So that shadow impact is here also. So comparatively I'm making it little darker. Here also I'm making it little dark. Here also it is there. The skin. Orange here. Very slight white highlight here. It is little prominent here, this area. This here also, and little bit down. So we need to merge it. I think it's okay. Now we are going to color this areas. I'm gonna place yellow ochre there. I'll be just placing the color, that is yellow ochre. For this eye also same. Okay, before moving ahead, let me show you one more thing. If you see here, there's a highlight of white color. There's a highlight of white color inside the iris. So we are gonna place that highlight first. So as I can see, this highlight is here and it is here. So I place the highlight. So inside if I see there's a little dark color. So what I'm doing is yellow ochre again. I'm here repainting yellow ochre again. Here, just to create that darkness of color. If I talk about this area of an eye, this white portion, there's no direct white here. If we closely look at our reference picture, you can see it's slightly towards the blue color. So we need to add little bit of blue in the white color for painting this area. And if we move towards the corner, as you can see here, it is slightly towards pink color. So do not directly paint white here. So here I'll be using cobalt blue hue color. So what you have to do is take white. So in your white you need to add little bit of blue, very minimal. So I made this type of blue color. So here we are gonna paint this blue color. So firstly let me finish it. So as you can see there's a huge difference between this white color and this bluish type of color. Here also, okay, I think it's fine. Again I'll be taking white. In this I'll be taking little bit of this red color, mixing it, and with the help of this color only I'm gonna paint the corners of my hand. Though these type of details we need to fix at the end of the portrait, but here I started, so let me show you. So what you can do, you need to see till where it is. We need to merge this color with white color. We can't leave it as a patch. In this side of corner as well. So there's a white here. So firstly what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover this area. For making this area I'll be using green with black. So here I'll be using sap green. You can use any dark color green, or you need to check it your reference picture. Extremely sorry, I wasn't aware. I didn't switch on my camera and I was painting. So let me show you what I have done till here on a paper. So here's the shape of a normal eye. Okay, so after that what I have done is I have taken darker green color, because in my reference picture there's a greenish color here. So here I have used green color, this area, on top of it black color. Now I'll be merging this outline with my yellow ochre we are using. After that I applied black color for this pupil. There's a reflection. For that we applied white color here. You need to check on your reference picture till where it is. And after that, on this reflection there is a shadows of these eyelashes. So what we are gonna do is we are gonna apply black color. See, you can see this very light color I'm holding in my brush. I'm not at all holding so much of color in my brush. So here look at your reference picture and try making this shadows. Like this only I have made. And in this iris area also there are shadow, but those shadows I am making with the help of burnt sienna color. Here is my burnt sienna. So same thing, I'll be adding little water in this, just making it little thinner because we want very light appearance. We do not want any harsh lines. So here it is. Just go like this. Here it is little dark, so I'm applying burnt sienna over it and using yellow ochre, so it will give you the darker illusion of the color. And there were highlight on the iris which we made earlier in our reference picture, in our portrait. Later also you can make it, no problem, as here I forgot to make in the beginning, so now I am making. This much only we completed in our portrait. I made this border, this pupil, this reflection that I made, and these details I have added. Now we are left with eyelashes and these outlines. So first we need to finish all these outlines, then you need to make lashes at very last. For minor lines, again I'll be adding medium. Here it is water. In some of the reference picture it might be black also, so you need to check. Here also at some point it is black. Here it is going very light. So while coming this side I will be making it very light. And here it is looking little black. In this brush only I'll be taking little black. Wherever I feel like I need to add, I'll be just going with black color. This line also I'll be completing first. It has little bit of curve here. The skin is folding here. Little bit shadow I'm creating here. So you have to check all these minute details, the fold, the curves, everything. Now I'm gonna make this inside outline. Firstly, this outline is very slight. Very slightly we need to make these outlines. Let me show you something. If we see, there's a pink color, white highlight on this pink color. So first we need to finish this area and here this area. So for that skin like color, here I'll be mixing that color. Here also I have already placed that color. Highlight we didn't make, that's why it's not visible. So there's a white highlight. Here there's a white highlight. There's a white highlight here. So here I'm outlining this as well. Inside also there's here also. Now we'll check is there any lines below this. Here little bit of lines are there. I'll be making them very slightly. Not very much prominent lines I'm making. This is the color I'm using. Here burnt sienna. Remove the excess color. Here I am doing like this, and I'll be left with very less color in here, my brush. That is the only color I'm using here. Now we are gonna paint the eyelash part. So these has some angle. Here you can see it has this angle, this angle, this angle. So it is towards an angular shape. Only at this point above this pupil it is straight. Sometimes it is little angular, that you have to check in your reference picture. And if you observe carefully, these eyelashes are overlapping to each other. So while painting also we need to take care of all these things. For making any small detail, do not directly apply acrylic color. First make it thin with the help of medium. Here I am using water to make it little thin so our brush can run smoothly. So here I'll be starting with this middle portion. I can see there's a eyelashes going till here very thin. Like this. What I'm doing here is, initially I'll be just placing the bigger eyelashes. After that what I'll do is, I'll just start going inside, and if you observe the direction of the eyelashes towards this area inside, it is going in. So we need to make them. First what I have done is I make those big lashes. Now I'll be focusing on the smaller ones which are overlapping here. Here what I'll be doing is, I'll be making few eyelashes which are going in. Now I'll be focusing on these eyelashes, the small in between eyelashes. So here's a big eyelash. Make a line. Afterwards also you can make, no problem. Now I'm going inside this. So as per my reference picture I am going. So here what's happening, it's coming till here and there's a thick liner also, so we need to make that line. In this point, by mistaken, if you have done any mistake, what you can do is pick any clean brush. The brush should be clean, make sure. Take any clean brush, dip inside the water and you can simply just rub it. Mine is alright, just to show you I'm correcting it. See, and with the help of any tissue paper just go over it. So let me remove any prominent one so that you can see. This one I'll be removing. Okay, this area, particularly this area I'll be removing. With the help of any wet brush you can simply just remove it. Rub it twice, thrice. But you have to do this as early as possible. If the color is dry, you can't do this. With the help of this technique, you can simply remove if you made any mistake here. So with the help of any tissue paper, you can just simply remove it. Okay, let me make it again. For lower lash line, what you can do is make it very light. Again, check your reference picture, and if it is of brown color, you can use brown. Do not make eyelashes from here. This is our waterline. So my lower lash lines are very light here. I think till here only it is. As you can see, here also some lashes are there, but these are very less visible, so just make it like this. So there will be difference in the lashes. If we see this side, these are on angular direction. Now if I talk about this eye, it is going towards this direction. It is mostly flat, so we are gonna paint it flat here, and here we are gonna give it little bit of angle, and here it is like little bit of straight. So you have to observe your reference picture and make it accordingly. But I would give you one more suggestion here. Try to make both the eyes look similar only, because no one is gonna check your reference picture, and sometimes people might feel okay, you made some mistake, and by mistake only you have made two different eyes. So I'll be trying to make little bit close to the reference picture, but mostly towards the right eye. So let me quickly finish this eyelashes. So here also it's less prominent. I think we are done with eyelashes. So here I think our eye is complete. There are some minute details are needed, so I'm gonna fix it. Here also it is there. So here when I look at my reference picture, I feel this part is little more yellow I made. So what I'm gonna do is I'm using brown color or burnt sienna color to make it little dark. So what I can simply do is I'll be making it little towards brown here also. So we need not to make so many changes. I'm applying brown, then with the help of a clean brush I'll be merging that color here. So always check your reference picture once you are done. So I have applied a very light layer. Do not apply very thick color, otherwise it will be difficult. As you can see, I made it so thin, even my small details are visible from beneath. So in our today's class, we learned how easily we can paint the eyes. Hope this video is helpful to you. Do give it a try and let me know in the comment section. If you have any doubt or query regarding the same, please feel free to ask me. In our next class, we are gonna paint the eyebrows. For that, subscribe to my channel and stay connected. Thank you.